Salutations, viewers, and welcome to Ames High Gymnasium as we get prepared for a varsity volleyball between the Des Moines East Scarlets and the Ames High Little Cyclones here on AHS Sports Network. I'm Carter White, reporting live, and without further ado, the game is going to begin here in just a few minutes. We'll be back into it in just a second, and the game will start. Keep it right here. You are watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Let's get into some pregame stats here. Des Moines East comes into this with a record of 0-3, two home losses and one away loss. No wins yet this season. Their previous opponents include Mason City, Ankeny, and Collins Maxwell. They've never won a set yet this season, so hopefully they can have a little bit more luck in this competition and get at least something on the board. And for the Ames High Little Cyclones, they're coming into this with a record of 4-6. Previous opponents include Des Moines Lincoln, Dowling Catholic, and Waukee. They have never won a single set in their last 3 games against those last 3 opponents. And with that, we will be taking a quick break and be right back. And we will begin the game momentarily after National Anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Keep it right here. You are watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. The energy is electric and the mood is looking well and energetic for the Ames High Little Cyclones as well as their student section. Ames High looking for some sort of mercy tonight. As mentioned earlier, in the last 3 games that they've played, They have not won a single set against any of those opponents. So let's see if they can have some better luck tonight against the Scarlets. We're just about ready for the opening serve. Theme tonight for student section. I guess they're going for some sort of tropical type of theme for tonight's matchup. We're about to be underway here in Ames High Gymnasium. And it looks like the libero for the Ames High Little Cyclones as of right now is Abby Jansen. For Des Moines East, looks like it's Bree Howard. Delivering the opening serve. It looks like it's going to be sophomore, or my bad, actually junior, Rachel Rossiker. Serving it off as we get into this matchup. And we are underway. Howard with the first touch. And the point will go to Ames as some illegal touch was made by Des Moines East. Rossiker once again for the serve. And Hurley the first touch. Getting it over the net, too powerful is Caitlin McFadden. And another point for the Little Cyclones. They take a 2-0 lead in the first set. Rossiker has to go behind the bricked section of the gym in order to retrieve the ball once again. Rossiker serves. And putting it over once again, it is McFadden. And here's Jansen who gets her hands on the ball. Forney hits it out over the net for the Little Cyclones, and it'll be a 2-1 game, Des Moines East with their first point of the night. Serving it will be Jasmine Arroyo, number 25 for Des Moines East, serving it. And I guess timeout's being taken really quick, actually. So with that being said, we'll take a break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. As we get back into it, in the first set of the game, it's 2-1 Little Cyclones, and the Scarlets are about to serve it off as they just got a point. Arroyo serves it off, and it won't go past the net, and Ames will get another point. 3-1 Little Cyclones. They take an early, so far, good start. Carlson and Kopaska. Carlson, a senior, and Kopaska, a sophomore, in for the Little Cyclones as Carlson serves it. Getting it over the net is Hurley. Set by Rossiker. Forney puts it over, and it's good. Forney with the first kill of the game. Carlson once again will serve for the Little Cyclones. Just barely saving it is Emma Rounds for the Scarlets. Forney had her shot deflected as she tried to put it over the net. And her touching the net resulted in another point for the Scarlets, making it 4-2 Scarlets. Now in is a Laker So in for the Scarlets. And she will serve it off to the Little Cyclones. Forney starts off with the bump set by Rossiker. Timmermans puts it over the net, but is unable to make a stop. Went back over. And a successful return to the net for the Little Cyclones to make it a 5-2. Checking in for the Scarlets is Tessa Rounds. Back in. Putting it over the net for the Scarlets is Howard. And now it's Forney with the kill. Her second one tonight. She's doing great so far. To make it a 6-2 lead. Still in the first set of the game. Jansen will be back to serve for the Little Cyclones. Goes over the net, and first getting the hit is Kipper. And now putting it over the net is Howard, and Carlson tried to save it for Ames, and she ended up having it touch her fingertips and go out, and another point for the Little Cyclones. 6-3. Little Cyclones still leading, and serving it for the Scarlets will be Caitlin McFadden, number 15. First touch by Jansen as they head over the net for the Little Cyclones. Walters manages to hit it over. And a great play by Caroline Walters will give the Little Cyclones another point at 7-3. Just now joining us, folks, is 7-3. Little Cyclones lead over the Des Moines East Scarlets. And it's still the first set. Forney will serve for the Little Cyclones. Hits it over, and it's first touched by Howard. Oh, and McFadden tried to hit it forward, but ended up hitting it backwards, resulting in a point for the Little Cyclones at 8-3. Still a so far so good start for the Little Cyclones. And Christabel Forney will once again hit it over the net for the Little Cyclones as she serves it. Oh, Walters almost had the kill right there. Oh! How about that block by Kopaska? What a play. Fantastic. Alexa Kopaska, the sophomore, number 10, with a great play for the Little Cyclones. There's Howard who hits it over. Forney's there to make the save. Walters hits it over for the Little Cyclones, and it's saved. Hitting it over for the Scarlets. Rounds, she makes it. It's actually out, never mind. To make it a 10-3 game. Still in the first set. Ames so far dominating this game. Forney will serve it once again for the Little Cyclones. Hit first by Rounds. Now by Hurley. Kopaska blocks the shot as it almost went over the net. Another kill for her. Kopaska and Forney both having fantastic games. Let's see how well they can keep up this trend after this break. We'll take a break real quick off the timeout. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it. 11-3 is your score, and the Little Cyclones are up over the Scarlets in the first set, and they get another point. Elena Stremsud, number 12, had it hit off of her hands, and it went out after that, resulting in another point for the Little Cyclones. Forney once again for the serve. And it'll be out. Point goes to Des Moines East to make it a 12-4 game. Scarlets finally managed to break the streak that Ames High has. Serving it over now is Hurley for the Scarlets, and she'll hit it too far too. 13-4 Little Cyclones. Still so far dominating this game. Andrea Schneeberger, a junior, number 18, checks in for Ames. Kopaska serves it for the Little Cyclones. Hitting it over for the Scarlets is Rounds, saved by Matulak. And now here's Schneeberger who hits it. And the point will go to the Little Cyclones. After some sort of illegal touch, I wasn't able to see exactly what happened. Once again, the sophomore, number 10, Kapasco, will hit it over for the Little Cyclones. And there's a hit by Howard. Walters hits it over for the Little Cyclones, and it's to be able to be saved. Here's Schneeberger. Off the hands of Rounds, and another point for the Little Cyclones. And it's 15-4 Little Cyclones. Another serve by Kapaska, and it goes out that time. Too much power, and it'll result in a point for the Scarlets, making it 15-5. And now here is an attempt to serve by Howard. Howard over the net to Jansen, to Rossiker. Schneeberger will get it over the net. And now it is Hurley. How about the kill by Tyresha Kipper, number 18 for the Scarlets. And it's 15-6. What a nice kill that time. Howard will serve it over for the Scarlets. Matulak, the bump rather. And another point will be awarded to Ames as the ball was hit out as it was returned, and it'll be 16-6. Little Cyclones still up over the Des Moines East Scarlets. Walters. Caroline Walters, the junior number 5, will serve it for the Little Cyclones, and it's too powerful. And another point given to the Scarlets at 16-7 being your mark. Emma Rounds will serve once again for the Scarlets. Matulak with the bump, set by Rossiker. Schneeberger hits it over, and it goes on the net, and another point will be awarded to the Scarlets, 16-8. A little bit of confidence by the Little Cyclones, and now some confidence by the Scarlets. That's how this game's been going thus far. Served by Rounds, and it'll be out. And another point given to the Little Cyclones. 17-8 is now your mark. Rachel Rossiker serving for the Little Cyclones, who have a 17-8 lead over the Scarlets. No call yet. I think it's going to be a point for Des Moines East. Yes, it is. 17-9 as Rossiker hits it out as she serves. Point to eat that time, and now Jasmine Royo on the serve for the Scarlets. Bump by Jansen, set by Rossiker. Timmermans hits it over just barely, and it's going to be no good. And how about that? A kill by Tessa Rounds, I believe, as she hit it over. That wasn't even intentional, and it ended in a kill. Tessa Rounds, her first kill of the night. 17-10 is your mark. Arroyo hits it over. Forney got her hands on it first, and Schneeberger hits it over for the Little Cyclones. Hitting it over for the Scarlets is Hurley, and it's out as she hits it over, and the point will be given to the Little Cyclones, 18-10. Sarah Carlson returns to the Ames lineup. And the senior Sarah Carlson, number 2, will also be serving on this next play. Just barely hits it over the net as it tipped the net as it went over. Hitting it over for the Scarlets is Hurley. Forney hits it over for the Little Cyclones. Hurley hits it over again for the Scarlets this time. Rossiker now to Forney. Hits it over. And now Howard gets this bump. Set by Arroyo. Nobody's there to hit it. It was either going to be hit by Howard or Rounds, and nobody got a for sure signal on who was going to do it, and it ended in miscommunication given Another point to the Little Cyclones, who now lead 19-10. That was a serve by Sarah Carlson for Ames. Kipper on the return, too strong to make it 20-10. And another timeout is taken by the Scarlets. And with that, we'll take a break. 20-10 is your mark. Ames High Little Cyclones take a huge lead over the Scarlets, and we'll take a quick break real quick. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. It's 20-10 in the first set, and Sarah Carlson's about to serve it for Ames, who currently is taking a dominant lead over the Scarlets. Carlson serves to Howard. Arroyo, the set, hit over by Roosh, and it's too strong. Point will be given to the Little Cyclones as it goes out. 21-10 is now your mark. Here's Carlson, who hits it over. Bump by Howard, set by Arroyo, and Howard hits it over. Set by Rossiker. Forney, a quick tip, and it'll go, over the net, and Carlson tried to save it for the Little Cyclones. Not strong enough. And it's 21-11. Des Moines East gets another point. It's a Lakeler So serving it for the Scarlets. Walter, the bump, set by Rossiker. Timmermans, the kill. Timmermans, a fantastic play that time. Her first kill of the night. And Jansen checks back into the Scarlet lineup, replacing Timmermans, who just got that kill for the Little Cyclones. Number 4, Abby Jansen, the senior, serving it over for the Little Cyclones. Sending it back over is Hurley, and it's out. 22-11 is now your 23-11 is now your mark, as Ames High grabs another point. Jansen hits it over. Howard, the bump, and she will also spike it over, and she'll get the kill. Howard, her first kill of the night, and it's 23-12. And it is number 15, Caitlin McFadden, serving it over for the Scarlets. Hitting it over is Jansen for the Little Cyclones. Now here's Arroyo to Rounds, who hits it over, and it's going to get out, and the Scarlets another point. 23-13. Schneeberger checks in for the Ames High Little Cyclones. Serving it is going to be McFadden. McFadden hits it over. Schneeberger, the bump. Rossiker, the set. Forney almost had the kill. And now able to hit it over is Tarisha Kipper. And it'll be 24-13. And the Little Cyclones 1 point away from winning the first set of the game. Forney hits it over. Oh, and off the hands of Stamsrud, and into a win set for the Little Cyclones. Their first set victory since 4 games ago. In the last 3 games, they have not won a single set. As the players switch over sides, let's talk about Ames' new coach. That would be Meg Williams. In the last home game against Meg Williams. So, Meg Williams is new to the program this year. How she heard about this program is through the Iowa Heart volleyball director. She said that Ames was offering a position as the volleyball varsity head coach. And when she was offered this position by Iowa Heart volleyball director, she said, "I'll think about it." Long story short, she ended up taking the job in July, and ever since has brought much ambition to the team. In just a second, we'll get back into it. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. So, folks, this might be quite entertaining to you. The Ames High student section, as you might even be able to observe, was just partaking in the song, "If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands." So that was quite entertaining to watch if you're just sitting here and looking for a way to be entertained while nothing's happening in the game. Ames High was just partaking in that song. In the last home game that Ames High had against Des Moines North, they had 23 aces. Rachel Rossiker with 10 of those aces. And a multitude of kills as well. Madeline Timmermans having 9 of those kills. Some fantastic home play so far by the Little Cyclones. Away games, not so much, as their 6 losses that they've have all come from the away side of their season. So far, though, at home, they have been doing quite well. This is only their second home game, as some of the games that they had were away in tournaments, which is where they got 3 of their wins. And it looks like the players are just about ready to get back onto the court. By a score of 25-13, Ames High just got done winning the first set, and they are up 1-0 in sets against the Des Moines East Scarlets. And we will see if Des Moines East can respond in this set and win their first set of the season. Des Moines East has not won even a single set of a single game this entire year thus far. We'll have to see if they can change that around in this upcoming game. Just about to get into the second set. Des Moines East will serve us into this second set. It's going to be Jasmine Arroyo. Arroyo hits it over. Matulak, a high hit to Jansen, who will get it to Kapaska, who hits it over. And Howard hits it over for the Scarlets. Set by Rossiker. Schneeberger the kill. Great play that time by Andrea Schneeberger, the junior number 18, with her first kill of the night. Forney takes over for the Little Cyclones, and Rossiker will be serving off this next, serving us into this next play. Hitting it over for Des Moines East is Arroyo, who hits it too far out. And Ames takes a early 2-0 lead in the second set of this matchup, where the Little Cyclones are 1-0 in sets so far in this competition. Rossiker with the serve for the Ames High Little Cyclones once again. Hitting it first is Hurley. Just barely managing to get it over is Howard. But the point will be given to the Ames High Little Cyclones. An illegal touch was made of the ball. And it's 3-0 Little Cyclones as Rossiker serves it off for the Little Cyclones. Just barely managing to hit it over is McFadden keeping the play alive. Walters hits it over, and it'll be another point for the Little Cyclones. It's now 4-0, I believe, for the Little Cyclones. Rossiker once again serving it over. An ace for Rossiker. The first ace of the game by either team. Rossiker hits it over again. Another ace. Rossiker, 2 aces in a row. Perhaps if she keeps this trend up, she can have 10 aces as she did in the most previous home game against Des Moines North. No ace this time for Rossiker. Trying to hit it over the net was McFadden for the Scarlets, and it was unsuccessful. Ames on a 7-0 lead in the second set of this competition, where they lead 1-0. Kipper hits it over for the Scarlets. Back over for the Little Cyclones is Forney with the kill. That's 3 kills tonight for Forney, and the most by either player on either team tonight. 8-0 Little Cyclones. A great start for the Little Cyclones to the second set. Rossiker, another hit over. And miscommunication and weak hitting by the Scarlets will result in another point for the Little Cyclones. The Little Cyclones lead 9-0, and Des Moines East takes timeout, so we will take a break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. With a score of 9-0, the Ames High Little Cyclones in the second set lead over the Des Moines East Scarlets, and they won the first set. So far, it's been a blowout in favor of the Ames High Little Cyclones. We'll see if the Scarlets can recover for what's happening so far. Rossiker will serve us into the next play. First touch that time was made by Brecklin Williams, number 6 for the Scarlets. Actually, my mistake. Emma Rounds, number 8 for the Scarlets. And it didn't even go over the net, and it resulted in another play for the Little Cyclones, who lead 10-0. And Rossiker tried to softly put it over the net that time, and it backfired, resulting in a point for the Scarlets, their first point of this set, making it 10-1. Serving it over for the Scarlets is Caitlin McFadden. Now Rossiker, the set for the Little Cyclones. Another illegal touch by the Little Cyclones will lead to a 10-2 score now as the Scarlets put another point on the board. Caitlin McFadden will put it over the net for the Scarlets. Bump by Walters, set by Rossiker. Forney just barely keeps it within the boundaries. And looks like Arroyo tried to hit it too hard, and it went out and resulted in another play for the Little Cyclones. 11-2 is now your mark. Kopaska about to serve for the Little Cyclones. She hits it over the net. The play is going to die as miscommunication by the Des Moines East Scarlets will result in another play. Howard that time tried to hit it over the net, and she did, but she hit it too hard and it went out. Kopaska, another serve for the Little Cyclones, and Howard, the bump, set by Arroyo. Howard hits it over. Oh, Schneeberger had to dive deep in order to try and save it, and she did, but it didn't last very long. And it'll be 12-3. Little Cyclones still on top, and Des Moines North, who just got a point, about to serve it over. Tarisha Kipper about to serve for the Des Moines East Scarlets. Walters saves it from going down. Forney hits it over. Walters saves it again. Rotziger with the set. Oh, Forney has her attempt blocked. What great defense that time. 12-4 for the Little Cyclones. Still leading with Des Moines with great defense on that last play. Kipper serves for the Scarlets. Walter gets the first touch, and now Rossiker to, who was that? Looks like that was Carney who managed to hit it over. And there's a point for the Little Cyclones off that play. Rossiker gets the kill that time. That is, counting the aces, three kills for Rossiker. Carlson hits it over on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Walters hits it over. Is it out or in? They're going to say it's out. Walters too strong that time. And it's 12-5 Scarlet. 12-5 Little Cyclones. Let's see. Amaya Millsack, number 21 for the Des Moines East Scarlets, who is not on my roster, has just checked in for the Little Cyclones. And on her first play, she serves it and hits it out. And it's now 14-5 in the second set, where Ames High won the first set, and Ames High currently leads in this set. Matulak on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Matulak, a senior, number 3. Successful serve over. Kipper got too nervous and hit it with her hands, but if she wouldn't have touched it, it probably would have went out. Matulak hits it over again. Hitting it back over for the Scarlets was Kipper, who tried to get it over the net. Unsuccessful that time, and it'll be 16-5. Matulak will give it another try on the serve. And hitting it over that time was Rounds, and Matulak saves the ball, but it went over the net and out, resulting in another point for the Scarlets, who now have a 16-6 score. Ames still leading, though. McFadden checking in for the Little Cyclones, and Howard's going to be on the serve for the Des Moines East Scarlets. Howard hits the first ball over the net. Matulak, the bump. Rossiker, the set. Walters, the kill. First kill tonight from Walters. Kapaska checks back in for the Little Cyclones. Jansen serves for the Little Cyclones. Hitting it over is Rounds that time. Now hitting it back over was McFadden. Jansen hits it over for the Little Cyclones. Jansen the bump. Set by Rossiker. Matulak just barely gets it over. There's Kipper, who puts it over for the Scarlets. Rossiker, the set. Kapaska unable to finish the job, and now hitting it over for the Scarlets is McFadden, keeping the play alive. And it's going to be tipped by Ames as it goes out, which results in a point for the Scarlets, 17-7. And it was either Jansen or Kapaska, but if one of them did not hit the ball, it would have been a point for the Little Cyclones. Round serves for the Little Cyclone. for the Scarlets, actually. Rossiker hits it back over. Now here's Jansen who hits it. Walters hits it over, and it'll be out as it was last touched by the little Cyclones. It'll be 18-7. Schneeberger checks in for Ames as Ames has the lead. Walters hits it over. And there is Rounds who has the ball tipped off of her hands and out, and another point will be awarded to the little Cyclones. 19-7. Walters with the serve for the little Cyclones. Oh my goodness. An attempt by Abby Hurley, number 4, on Des Moines East to try and hit the ball over. It went off her hand and just hit her right in the mouth. Resulting in a point for Ames. It's 20-7. Walters for the serve for the Ames High Little Cyclones. Arroyo managed to hit it over. Schneeberger hits it over for the little Cyclones, hits it too hard, and it's out for a 20-8 score for the little Cyclones. Still on top, but Des Moines East just got a point. Ames leading 1-0 in sets in the second set. 5 points away from making it 2-0 for sets. Scarlets will serve it. It's Arroyo who gets it over the net. Kapaska with the kill. Nobody there to save the ball for the Scarlets. Forney and Kapaska now tie for the amount of kills in this game by either player on either team with 3. And Rossiker will serve right here for Ames. Now hitting it over is Kipper. Schneeberger tried to hit it over the net for the little Cyclones. Went off the net, and it'll be a 21-9 score. Ames High still on top. McFadden serves for Des Moines East, and it'll go straight to the net and down for another point for the little Cyclones, who now have a 22-9 score. Kapaska hits it over for the little Cyclones. There's a set by Rounds, who has to hit over. Rossiker now with the set. Schneeberger gets it over the net for the little Cyclones. Shot almost blocked. Howard's spike over almost blocked, and it wasn't. That time it was Kipper who hit it over for Des Moines East. And Forney tried to get, they re-switched the call. At first it was out on Forney. Instead it will turn into a kill for Forney, who now has the most kills tonight at 4. And it's now 23-9 Little Cyclones, and Kapaska will serve it over. Here's Howard who hits it over, and it's too strong, and it's 24-9 Little Cyclones. One more point and the Little Cyclones can say hello to another set victory. That was Rounds who hit it over for the Scarlets. Schneeberger hits it over too strong, and it'll be 24-10. And now serving for the Scarlets is Tyresha Kipper. Kipper on the serve. Schneeberger the bump. Set by Rossiker. Carney manages to hit it over, and Des Moines East saves it. Walters now the bump. Set by Rossiker. Carney another hit over, and it's saved once again by Des Moines East. Forney, did she get the point? Yes, she did. She just barely kept it in, and the Little Cyclones win the second set 25-10. And they now are at 2-0 over the Des Moines East Scarlets. A so far dominant game by the Ames High Little Cyclones. Scarlets going to need to get on their A game if they're going to get back into this. We'll see if they're going to be able to after this break. Keep it right here. You are watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. It is 2-0 Cyclones for sets. One set away from sending the Ames High Little Cyclone student section home happy. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that. If the Scarlets are going to win this game, they need to unleash their A game. And it's going to take some good playing to take down this Ames High Little Cyclones team, who's thus far in this contest is doing fantastic. Not exactly sure who's going to start off with the serving. We're about to find out here in a second. Looks like it's Rossiker for the Ames High Little Cyclones who will start off serving for this third set and potentially final set. Rossiker. Powerful serve over to the Scarlets. And I believe that might be the first time in this game that the Scarlets get the first point of this match, of the set. Caitlin McFadden that time, number 15, hitting it over. And it'll be a 1-0 lead for East. It might even, I think it's also their first lead of the game. And Arroyo serving for the Scarlets. Directly hits it will directly hit the net and result in a point for the Little Cyclones. Timmermans checks in for Ames, and she'll be on the serve. Number 15, Madeline Timmermans, a junior. She hits it over, and there's Kipper. McFadden tried to save the ball, and she was unable to. resulting in a 2-1 lead taken by the Little Cyclones. Rainbow hit by Round sends it the other way. And Kapaska will hit it over the net and make it a 3-1 game. Now 4 kills for Kapaska. Timmermans serving it over for the Little Cyclones. Rounds to Walters. Rossiker. Carney hits it over. And now it is Rounds who hits it over for the Scarlets. Kapaska. Oh! Another kill for Kapaska. And that's now 5 for her tonight. Timmerman's about to be on the serve. Ames leading 4-1 in this set. Oh, my word. Not really sure what happened there. Nobody was really moving. Rounds goes exactly off of her hands and quickly hits McFadden, and nobody really seemed to be moving enough to make a play happen. Timmerman serves again for the Little Cyclones, who now have a 5-1 lead over the Scarlets. McFadden hits it over for the Scarlets. Lola Campbell hits it. And she will get her first kill of the night. Number 1, Lola Campbell, a sophomore, with her first play. Actually, I believe it's the first time she's been off the bench tonight as well. Timmermans serves it for the Little Cyclones. And nobody can react in time for the Des Moines Scarlets as the ball was hit too far to the left, resulting in another point for the Little Cyclones, and it's 7-1. Timmermans to McFadden. Howard hits it over and gets a second kill. And it's now 7-2. McFadden getting ready to hit the ball over the net for the serve. And she, once again, just hits the net. And it'll be an 8-2 game. Number 12, Elena Stremsrud in for the Scarlets. Stremsrud with just 1 kill tonight so far. Carlson will serve for the Little Cyclones, who have an 8-2 lead. Howard, the first hit. Oh, and believe it or not, hitting at that time was Arroyo. Actually, it was a point for Ames. I was about to say Arroyo and the Scarlets seemed a little bit unsurprised. Carlson serves it for the Little Cyclones, and now hitting it over, an aggressive hit by Rounds, and Walters just barely keeps the play alive for the Little Cyclones. Crockett hits it over. Illegal touch by the Scarlets will result in another point for the Little Cyclones, making it 10-2. Carlson serves it. Here's Carney. Another point for the Little Cyclones, another illegal touch. And a timeout is taken by the Scarlets. 11-2 is your score for the third set so far. And Ames has 2 sets to their name as of right now and 1 set away from taking this one home. We'll see if they're able to after this break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it. It's 11-2 in the third set of this matchup between the Scarlets and the Little Cyclones. Little Cyclones leading in this set and also leading 2-0 in sets. Winning this final set would result in the Little Cyclones winning the entire game. And we'll see if they're going to be able to. They'll start off by serving. Carlson back for the serve. Sarah Carlson, who's had quite good serving thus far in this competition. More miscommunication from the Scarlets will give another point to the Little Cyclones, who now lead 12-2. Carlson now tying her shoe before she sets up for the serve. Carlson hits it over. First bump is by Rounds. And now there's Howard. Here's Kapaska, unable to make the spike. Walters with the first touch. That time, Jansen tried to save it. Walters did not hit it hard enough, and it would end in a 12-3 mark now. Ames High still up over the Scarlets, who just had the last point. Now Kipper will serve it for the Scarlets. There's Jansen, who will to Rossiker. And Walters, how about that play that time? And she was unable to make the kill as Stemsrud made the save, but it still would end in Walters hitting it down for another point for the Little Cyclones. Walters, that is now, let's see, it's about 2 kills so far for Walters. Olivia Smalleyus, number 12, a sophomore, who will have the serve right there for the Little Cyclones. 13-4 is the mark. Scarlet's still up over the Little Cyclones. Here's Carlson. Carney tried hitting it over, unable to, and it will end in 13-5 now being your mark. Another point for the Des Moines East Scarlets, who now lead at Little Cyclones lead at 13-5. Jansen. Forney hits it over, and a reaction by Hurley will cause it to be out as she hit it too hard, and it'll be 14-5. Scarlets still down against the Little Cyclones. Here's Carlson, who checks in for Ames. Jansen doing something on the floor. Looks like she's wiping something off with a towel as of right now. And there we are. Jansen serving as a temporary janitor for the Ames High Little Cyclones. Arroyo to Howard, who tried to hit it over the net, and she was unable to, and it'll be 15-5. And now it'll be Rounds, unable to hit it over. And it's now 16-5 Little Cyclones. Jansen. Arroyo tries to hit it over. How about that? Walters a block, and it'll be 17-5. Now here's Jansen. Serving it for the Little Cyclones. Howard hits it over. Oh, and it's going to go off the hands of Smalley and out, and it'll be 17-6, and Des Moines East gets another point, and they'll have another chance to serve. Serving it is going to be Howard, serving for the Scarlets. She hits it over. There's Jansen. Oh, Forney tried to block it. She was unable to. It was saved by the Scarlets. Howard taking a shot in the dark right there. And that time it would end in a point for the Little Cyclones as it would end up out. Campbell checks in for the Little Cyclones. And Walters will hit this one over in the serve. Here's Carlson to Jansen. Forney with an aggressive hit, unable to make the kill, however. And Kipper unable to hit it over the net, and it'll be 18-6 now. And the lead is in the hands of the Little Cyclones. Walters will serve once again. It's actually 19-6. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Walters serves the ball for the Little Cyclones. Nobody on Ames even had to touch it. Oh, and they're actually going to give the ball. They're actually going to give the point to Des Moines East. I guess they might be putting Timmermans on the blame for touching the net. Rounds. Going to be hitting the ball. Oh, going to be serving the ball for the Little Cyclones. Walters, the bump. Campbell, unable to make the kill. Oh, Timmermans drops the sledgehammer with a great block to make it 20-7. Rossiker and Kapaska checking in for the Little Cyclones. Rossiker is about to serve once again for the Little Cyclones. Rossiker with 2 aces tonight. Hitting it too hard that time was Kipper for the Scarlets. It's now 21-7. The Little Cyclones need 4 more points, and then they can put this one into the record books. Unless Des Moines East would be able to pull off a fantastic comeback. Jansen to Rossiker. Kapaska tried to hit it over the net, and it would end up going off the net and down to make it 21-8. Lead still in the hands of the Little Cyclones. Crockett in for East. Arroyo serves for the Scarlets. Oh, how about that block? It's Rounds for the Scarlets, who will block it that time to make it 21-9. And Arroyo will have another chance of serving for the Scarlets. That time it was McFadden for the kill. Her second kill of the night. Here's Rossiker. Timmermans once again. Another kill for the Little Cyclones. Timmermans, that's now 3 kills for her tonight. 22-9. Timmermans will be back to serve for the Little Cyclones. Here's Walters to Rossiker. Carney hits it over, and it's saved. Howard hits it back over. Walters to Rossiker. Kapaska has her attempt block. Campbell, once again, it's blocked by Des Moines East. Some great defense so far. Walters finally hits it over for the Little Cyclones. Howard hits it back over. Actually is unable to hit it back over. For the Scarlets, it'll go out instead to the left. 23-9. Timmermans will now serve it for the Little Cyclones, who are 2 points away from winning the game. Kipper tried to get it over the net with both of her hands, and it would result in 24-9. The Little Cyclones could do it right here off of the serve from Timmermans. Campbell hits it over. It's over. The Little Cyclones take the win at home, 25-9, winning it 25-9 in the last set, and take a 3-0 set win, taking 3 sets in a row. Some great aggressive playing by Timmermans leading to the win. Some great serves by Carlson and by Rossiker resulting in the win for the Little Cyclones. And they will now move to a record of 5-6, and Des Moines East moves to a record of 0-3. Meg Williams, the new coach for the Ames High Little Cyclones, still yet to lose at home. Perhaps she could have an undefeated season at home. A great win for the Little Cyclones. And Des Moines East, it's time for them to go back to the chalkboard after that loss. Still winless so far, the Scarlets are. They're still winless thus far in this season. And let's wish them the best of luck in the upcoming season. Anyway, that will do it here from Ames High Gymnasium. Thank you for tuning in to this varsity volleyball matchup between the Des Moines East Scarlets and the Ames High Little Cyclones. Ames High wins it 3-0, and that'll do it. That's going to do it for this game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carter White, the voice of your Ames High Little Cyclones, signing off. We'll see you next time.